Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, in this video, we gotta take a look at this new unit as usual. We're gonna watch this together. Uh, but why is the layout a little bit different? Does Facebook got an update? Yeah, it's a little bit smaller. I cannot force it to full screen. Uh, but anyway, let's just watch this together. Let's go.
どけ貴様に構っている暇はない
Wait, hey, hey, hey! Is that Kouraki? Ooh, it's a little bit clunky on the movement, but it's Kouraki. Look at that, a tank Kouraki. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was hoping GP03 Dendrobium should be an attacker. Like, I was hoping to be, like, getting a huge map attack from this guy, but this is a tank. Yeah. I don't know how he will perform. Like, don't be it becomes as like the narrative Gundam. The narrative Gundam, it's quite okay, but it can only be used on space, so that's very very limiting. I don't know, but this is a limited time unit, so hopefully it has a unique skill or abilities. So let's continue.
ソロモンの悪夢と呼
Oh,
ばれた私の
Naragato!
力思い知るがいい
Is he riding the Neoziel? Is he? Is he the actual pilot for Neoziel? I never know. Ooh. Nice! It's an attacker! So I'm more excited about the Neoziel than Drobium. Like probably, like I'm hoping for a huge map attack, like especially coming from Gato, who already had GP02A. Like I really want another map attacker, but we will see. This is a non-limited though, so I can just grab him anytime. So maybe this next banner is kind of like a calm before the storm. Like probably we will be able to save up our diamonds. But we will see the skill later. Hey, look at that. And there's the supporters. So we don't know what kind of, support is he giving. But we will take a look at the picture. They already released this too. Oh my god. It's a totally new skill. Increase damage dealt to enemies and acquire more percent. Oh yeah, okay. Mega Beam Cannon EX, when HP is reduced to 0, can escape one time by changing into Gundam GP03 Stamen. Wait, does this mean that we get 2 units in one? Oh, this is interesting. Like, does the GP03 Stamen have, a totally different skill set, a weapon set? That's gonna be very interesting, it's like a changing unit. So once you die, you're gonna change it to a totally different unit. I don't know if the type change or not. Like it will be very weird if the type also change, because you cannot change the pilot midway. So it's probably gonna be another durability. But this means that you basically have 2 tanks in one. Yeah. Like I don't know how much health you will recover once you go back into Gundam GP03 Summon. But if it goes back into 100% health, that is insane. That means that you have 2 times the value of HP compared to other units. Like if other units have 100,000 HP, you also have 100,000 HP. You practically have 200,000 HP because the enemy needs to kill you once and then kill you again. Oh my god, that is insane. This is gonna be a unit that will take the longest to kill. Like we already have problem with MLB Full Armor Double Z Gundam. This is gonna be another headache. in PvP especially. Also equipped with a map weapon capable of wide range attacks while moving. Oh my god. Yeah, I would have been more excited if this is not a durability unit, you know. Like no matter how good the map weapon is, like it won't deal much damage. It's a durability unit. It will deal low damage. Like the most you can get is a debuff. But the debuff, because it's a durability unit, is gonna be like, you know, attack down or physical weapon down or maybe beam weapon down, something like that. Yeah, it reduces the enemy's damage to you, so you will survive even longer. But you also cannot kill your enemy. So when defending, you will be the best in defending. Like you can make your enemy stressed out by putting this guy. Like basically, if you want to make a lineup that will trigger every single player out there, just put 5 tanks. Like if the developer really use your formation to be used for other players to fight against, then just put 5 tanks. Even if they can kill you, it will lower their score so much it's gonna stress them out. Not really stress, but it's gonna waste their chance of getting a high score. And this is one of their guy. But yeah, I would have been more excited if the map weapon that capable of wide range attacks while moving is actually on an attacker. I don't know. We will see the new AZL. Will the new AZL also have that or not? If the post evacuation unit only has a terrain capability of dash, evacuation will not occur. Oh, it has a different terrain capability. So yeah, look at this. The Dendrobium only can be used on space, and it's a triangle on atmospheric. So if I put him on atmospheric, he will die. Like he gonna drop the stamina and he will fall to the ground. He cannot fly. Yeah, that's funny. And what escape is only possible when it is to 0 while on a terrain space that includes space, ground, or underwater terrain. Huh? You cannot even bring your Dendrobium on ground and underwater. How can you change into stamina when you cannot bring them to here? Huh? Like, can you change shape? Like, the transform button where you can transform into a ship, an aeroplane, a spaceship. Like, can you also become a stamina without even being a Dendrobium first? You know what I mean? Like if I go to a ground stage, can I press that transform button, transform him into stamina first, and bring him into ground stage? I think they should do that. Otherwise, what's the purpose of the stamina being able to be used on the ground if I cannot bring the Dendrobium on the ground? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So it makes more sense if you can transform, when you are building the lineup. Yep. So that's most likely gonna be the case, okay? So this one is the Kouraki, limited time character. Oh yeah, that one is limited time unit. So yeah, this is gonna be 2 units in one, but depending on the weapons, we will see later when the banner get released, we can take a look at the weapon in more details. And if it's not that interesting, this is a purely annoying tank. That's all. But it is an EFSF, surely, right? So it has a lot of options. Like the most value will come from the Kouraki, like the pilot. Like this one, even if you cannot use it anywhere else, just like the narrative Gundam, like the pilot should be really good, right? This is an AFSF pilot, so maybe the real reward is the Kouraki that you can use to pilot the something like the F91 or other EFSF tank, the Unicorn, or etc. Up to 2 support defense. Okay, that's a good start. Also has a character skill that increases own move by 2. Oh, the one that increases your movement by 1? Usually other players can only move by 1. This can move by 2. Oh my god. This is great. If you know, there's a trick on the movement thing, right? You know, when you click the movement, you can only use your skill before you do your action. So if you press the skill and use the movement and then you attack, then you cannot press the skill again. But because you already move, that means that you already use the effect of the movement. So the movement cannot be saved for the next turn or on the enemy's turn, you know. So most of the time players will already use the movement at the beginning, but there is a trick. If you press the movement and you don't move, you only attack your enemy, then the movement will stay. Okay, so that means that if you have a normally like 5 movement on your unit and you press this skill and you don't move, the skill will still there on your character. So when your allies 7 squares away from you gets attacked by the enemy, you can protect that guy. You know, it's a trick of the movement there. So you can protect your allies from 7 squares away if you press the skill and you don't move. So there is that. Okay, that's a little trick, but I don't know. It's very small information here that I can work on Kouraki. I don't know whether this guy is good or not. Okay, just based on these 2 lines of two sentences. So let's continue. Okay, Neuzel, a Mega Cannon EX, equipped with an EX weapon that increases weapon power the farther you are from the enemy. Okay, that's nice. Only 12% boost though, so it can go up to 17% if I'm not mistaken, because only the limited units can go up to 20% boost. Also equipped with a map weapon capable of wide range attacks. Now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so but although this is a non-limited unit, so you can always get him anytime else. So it turns out Kouraki is so-so, the Dendrobium is so-so. This is Dendrobium, right? Right? It doesn't say Dendrobium here, but I always remember this guy as Dendrobium. Or is it a different unit? I don't know. Tell me in the comment. So yeah, I'm more excited about this guy. If the map weapon is really good, and I don't know, maybe this is gonna be a 2x2 attacker. We will see. If it is an attacker, a UR 2x2, that means that it's gonna be able to deal very high map weapon damage. Nice. Yeah. Just like the narrative, you already know that it's possible to have a 2x2 UR unit, like the narrative. So we will see. And the pilot, Annabelle Gato, when piloting Neuzel, EX has an ability that increases attack by 3% up to 50% for each unit bearing the Zeon tag in the same squad. This is just like the Cubely, but for the Zeon. So this is nice. Like, a Neo Zeon is rarer compared to the Zeon unit. You can put a lot of Zeon units in your lineup so that you can get this bonus tag, and you have a lot of options, okay, for the Zeon tag. Although the UR is limited, like only GP02A is a Zeon, right? Oh, and also the Psychozaku, I think it's Zeon. Yeah. So you can just choose later. But let me go to the website. Let's just check. What is the Zeon UR units? So you can make a team out of that. But it also has a character skill that increases on evasion by 100%. This is a sway. That is nice. For PvE, this is very useful together with the map attack, because map attack is very, very useful in PvE. So this is a PvE unit and a PvE pilot. So that's nice. What happens to sausages? Do you not get your sausages in time? Yeah, it's broken. Dang it. It's broken. Oh yeah, there it is. Need to be patient. So let's take a look. Where is the unit? We gonna take Zeon, and here are your options. You have Zeon, you have Sharzaku, you have Psychozaku, you have GP02A. There is a Casval Gundam, and that's it. That's for the UR. I think it's enough. This is a special weapon damage taken up. This is a physical damage taken up. So if you, I don't know if this deals physical. I think this should deal beam, right? Beam more special, because it uses a funnel. Yeah. a fake funnel though. And yeah, this is special, this is physical. We don't have the defense down though in here. There is a Suda unit 1 for the physical, but it's not a level 6. Yeah, it's not a level 6 physical, defense down debuff. This is a special weapon damage taken up. Yup, special damage. Okay. So yeah. Not that there is a red Gundam though, so it's not perfect yet. Probably just like the Cubely. So yeah, maybe in the future we will get more Xeon units, Xeon UR units. So by now you can only use the SSR to build your team together with this guy, or you can just not aim for the attack, just like when we play Cubely. Just having two Xeon units or 3 in the same team, including himself, is already enough to give you, quite a nice bonus. So continuing, we have, GP02A is back. Oh my god, this is great. Yeah, for those of you who missed this guy, this is your chance. It's a returning. So finally we have a returning unit. So maybe they're gonna do this in the future to return some of the old units that you missed. Maybe the Strike Freedom gonna come back when they release the continuation of the Seed story. Maybe. Yeah. And then maybe some other limited units. Yeah. But this is the very first returning unit, and it is great because this is the unit that everybody underestimates. It's a unit that is very, very good in clearing PvE stages, especially if you can get a lot of copy of him. Like probably for a whale, if you do have extra money, try to get 10 of this guy, even without the MLB, just having 10 of GP02A with a different pilot, you can use Atomic Bazooka 10 times. I wonder if there's a player out there who probably gonna clear a stage, like a stage with a lot of enemy minions, and you just clear it with 10 Atomic Bazooka. Yeah, look at it, like with the first ever Power 6000 map weapon, and it never comes out again, even until now. Or maybe this is a bait. Maybe the Wing Gundam is just around the corner, and the Wing Gundam has a first ever Power 7000 map weapon. Who knows? Yeah, but there is a gamble, and there is also the pilot, Anabel Gato himself. But the thing is that, look at this. This is a support unit. This is the things that people say that, even though the map attack has a power of 6000 map weapon, but it is a support unit, so it has low attack. Okay, and the pilot also sucks. So now you can use this Annabelle Gato to pilot this. Not only him, like right now we also have a pilot, a Xeon pilot, because all the Zakus is now piloted by this. Like this one, this Shara Snubble is a Xeon. Ta-da! So you can use Shara Snubble to ride this guy. Yeah. So that is that, This guy is great, but only if you do have the extra money. So yeah, if you are a dolphin, if you are a whale, I do recommend to grab this guy, and without MLB him. Having 10 of him should look funny enough. That also can be a content, actually, a content by itself. A 10 GP02A to clear a PvE stage. Some more if you are super well, like, 10 MLB GP02A, it's gonna be very funny. Okay, going on. Chima Garahao and Lily Marlene. Test type tag, Mobile Suit Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory Series. Nice. We got the test type tag, right? That old guy previously. Yeah. Now we have her with an extra tag. So isn't this better in any way than that guy? I don't know. The support skill probably a little bit different. Where is that guy? Supporters. Where is it? This guy, right? Yeah, this is a test type. Oh, it's HP restoration. So if you do need the HP restoration and you only use the test type, then yeah, he is better than her. But if you do want to include the Stardust memory unit inside also the test type, like you have a lot more options if you have two tags like this, you know. So even though it restores EN, if you don't really need the heal, then you can bring more units in here, more unit combination. Yeah. So not really a waste, you know, it's great. But this is a non-limited supporter, so you can always get her anytime. So yeah, I think this is interesting. It's a limited time. I think they also probably knew, the developer already knew, like this unit's gonna be a skippable banner because the limited time units is not that great. I don't know, like I probably need to look into more details, and that's why they add this guy back. So giving it more value to the banner, because now you have two limited units in one banner. So it's great if you just try to pull it, you have a higher chance of getting the limited time unit. But to get what you specifically want, it's a lower chance. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have a higher chance of getting a limited time unit, but because there are two, the chance of you, if you aim for this guy, it's 50-50. You might get the GP03 instead of that guy if you only aim for this guy. So yeah, pros and cons. But I do want to show you in this video this one. We have an update notice, version 1.7.0, and it says here, added SP conversion for characters, or starting 16th of October. So it's gonna be in 7 days, 1 week from now. Players will be able to perform SP conversion on characters as well. By using SP conversion badges, characters will be able to undergo SP conversion at level up to blah 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 blah. More often leveling, specific characters will learn new character skills and abilities. So, this one added new character ability upon reaching certain levels. Yeah. So it says here SP conversion badges, but our items says it's SP conversion chips. So I don't know if it is a mistranslation from the Japan one, or is it really is a different item. Like for those of you, if you play the Japanese version, if the Japanese version says the exact same word, that means that it's the same item. If it is not, then it's definitely a different item. So I do want to believe that this is a different item, but part of me say it might be a mistranslation. I don't know. Let me know in the comment down below. If it really is the same item, then you're probably gonna need to save up on this, like how I do it. Like I have 690. But if it is a different item, then it's all good. Nobody's gonna complain. Okay, because we all gonna start from zero. It's gonna be equal for everyone. Yeah, because if not, I will be having like 6 new pilots at level 100. I will just use up my SP conversion for all the pilots. So yeah, that's all the things I want to say. And this one, starting 16, also history stages will be added to the game. History will allow players to replay past story events. This time we will add history to formally suit Gundam Seed Astray and Thunderbolt. This time, yep. So for those of you who missed the Golden Frame Amatsu and also the Psycho Zaku and the Gundam Full Armor, you can grab it next week. And this one, new Eternal Road stages which will require players to use characters with specific text will be added to the game. They require specific text not only for units but for characters as well. Yeah, they make it so the Eternal Road gonna get harder and harder. Okay. So we do need to level up every single pilot, including the SR. With the coming of the SP conversion badges, now you also need to get headache on which pilot you should do SP conversion. Like, there's gonna be an Eternal Road stages that is too hard for you to clear if you don't SP convert the pilot. There's bound to be something like that, But if you are patient enough, then just like me, okay? Wait until the further update. Maybe they're gonna release more units that you can use in that stage. Hopefully, then no need to rush, okay? Ada character text, blah 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 blah. Okay, yes. So that's it for the update notice. So I'm so excited for the next banner. We will see the skill list later in more detail, and I'll see you in that episode. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.